The clock read 2:48 when the first anomaly appeared. Not an explosion, not a weapon.
How did the US and Israel launch a preemptive strike against Iran? Well, they used a devastating tactic called time on target. With 2 aircraft carriers and a fleet of destroyers, they calculated the exact math so Israeli jets and US cruise missiles hit their marks at the exact same second. Israel's main goal is assassinating Khamenei and the top leadership, while the US pounded military targets and other high-value industry. But why did Iranian air defenses fail to activate? Because the US fights with a different kind of technology using electronic warfare from space, sea, and air. They completely blinded the Iranian radar just as destroyers launched a swarm of cruise missiles to wipe out the anti-air systems. But wait, the war is still not over. Iran still has thousands of ballistic missiles and drones, so they hit American and Middle East allied bases, and right now, almost everyone is an open target. On February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched a major coordinated military offensive against Iran. Israeli officials have called their offensive Operation Roar of the Lion, while the US operation has been referred to as Operation Epic Fury. The message behind the Israel and US strike was clear. This wasn't just a show of force. This was a targeted move to assassinate the supreme leader of Iran. As stated, this wasn't just a random military strike. The ultimate target was the supreme leader's own compound. Missiles dialed in on highly sensitive areas. We're talking specifically around University Street, the Jamhuri district, and near Pasteur Street. If you know the layout of Tehran, you know exactly what this means. This zone isn't just another neighborhood. It is the absolute nerve center of the Iranian government. It houses the primary, day-to-day offices of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. But here's the catch. The IDF says they got him. An Iranian military says Khamenei was not inside his offices when the missiles actually made an impact. The strike may have leveled the compound, but the target slipped away. And right now, the entire region is holding its breath waiting to see what happens next. But reports says Israel says Khamenei's body has been found and he is confirmed dead. Listen, that first wave? It didn't hold back, not even a little. We're talking about a perfectly synchronized, overwhelming assault. The entire goal was to blind and cripple the regime all at once. First, they hit Karaj, just completely ripping through their critical industrial and aerospace hubs. Then, Tehran, the capital, rocked. Any illusion of safety they had was just completely shattered. They didn't stop there. They struck Qom, sending absolute shockwaves right through the ideological heart of the country. And if you follow this stuff, you know exactly how heavily fortified that area is. Over in the west, missiles literally rain down on Kermanshah. They neutralized those launch sites before the operators could even think about powering up their radars. And then there's Isfahan, the absolute crown jewel of their nuclear and drone programs. Heavily defended, didn't matter, it just lit up the night sky. But how did the US and Israel actually pull off a preemptive strike on Iran? First of all, look at this map. To make this happen, they didn't just rely on local land bases. They brought two massive floating cities right to Iran's doorstep. Down in the Arabian Sea, you've got the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group bearing down on the south and east. And over in the eastern Mediterranean, the biggest, newest ship, USS Gerald R. Ford. While Israeli jets flew all the way across the Middle East to reach Iranian airspace, timing was absolutely critical. The moment those IDF jets reached their marks, the missiles were released. And that brings us to the most terrifying, complicated part of this entire operation, the synchronization. Military planners rely on a tactic called time on target. Look at this map. You have missiles firing from submarines, cruise missiles launching from escort ships, and massive payload drops from stealth bombers. They are all deploying from completely different locations at entirely different times. But here is the genius of it. The US military machine was mathematically choreographed so everything impacted Karaj, Tehran, Qom, Kermanshah, and Isfahan at the exact same second the Israeli jets dropped their guided bombs. It was designed to be a total systemic shock and explodes at the same time. A move to collapse the regime instantly. When those munitions finally hit, it was pure shock and awe. But why did the Iranian air defenses fail to activate? Well, to put it simply, the US military operates in a completely different league. Using a highly advanced mix of electronic warfare and cyber operations, coordinated from space to the ground, the coalition was able to inject false data directly into Iranian radar screens. Top-tier Iranian air defense systems like their homegrown Bavar and their Russian-supplied batteries were absolutely overwhelmed by this electronic assault. But to actually hunt them down, the US set a brilliant trap. They launched hundreds of ABM-160 MALDs, miniature air-launched decoys. To a panicked Iranian radar operator staring at a chaotic screen, these tiny drones look exactly like a massive squadron of F-15s or F-16s screaming toward the capital. Israeli F-35 detected. Ultimately, the Iranian air defense network wasn't just suppressed, fired back. In Operation Truthful Promise 4, a massive wave of missiles and drones just targeted US bases in Israel. Here's the fallout. The UAE's Al Dhafar air base was hit, leaving one dead from shrapnel. In Bahrain, the US Navy's 5th Fleet HQ was directly targeted. Qatar's air defenses successfully wiped out incoming missiles, while Kuwait locked down its entire airspace under heavy fire. Meanwhile, nationwide sirens are blasting across Israel, with massive mid-air interceptions lighting up the compromise. Like that, you should get this military-grade VPN. Think of Surfshark VPN as your frontline defense. It scans and detects the blocker. All you do is it. Robust antivirus or third parties, or friends or AI gain money back in the morning, navigate or avoid hostile air defense. 900 may seem strong attack aircraft to pass through Jordan's waves, headquarters in Tehran, and finally,
make it a habit. A 10-minute AI routine every morning. You'll be unrecognizable by Christmas. You in?
Down the door. The attack begins not with manned aircraft, but with robotic precision from the sea. The goal is simple. Blind the enemy's eyes, their radars, and silence their voice, their command and control. In the Persian Gulf and the Northern Arabian Sea, Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, ships like the USS Thomas Hudner, receive the launch order. The vertical launch system cells hiss open, and moments later, dozens of Tomahawk land attack missiles erupt from the decks. These missiles fly at subsonic speeds, humming the terrain in what we call nap of the Earth flight to stay below the radar horizon. They are programmed to loiter and strike simultaneously. Their warheads slam into S-300 and S-400 radar sites 30 minutes past each hour, while the Tomahawks are still impacting the silver bullets of the U.S. stealth bombers hundreds of miles away. The path is now clear. Now comes the strategic sites like nuclear bunkers, which can be bombed by B-2's Spirit, the tip of the spear. Launching from bases in Jordan and the UAE, squadrons of F-15E Strike Eagles roar into the theater. These are the bomb trucks of the operation. Each F-15 is heavily laden with GDMs and small-diameter bombs. Interestingly, it can carry up to 19 G-dams. The 80 SAs, a drop-air Winchester out of ammo that fits into established and phase sortie. U.S. Navy's funds into the wind. Their job is surviving radar operators foolish enough to turn intelligence and strike, orbiting far, managing the heart of the nuclear by F-15 and carrier aircraft. We make original videos from scratch, so please do subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos.
Let's bring in the former Israeli Defense Minister, Benny Gantz. Thank you, sir, for joining our coverage. We've got something new in here. It appears President Trump has stopped to talk to Axios from Mar-a-Lago today. As we're reporting the news this just in, he is telling Axios, and what we are told was about a 5-minute telephone interview, that he says he believes he has several off-ramps from Operation Epic Fury. I can go long and take over the whole thing, or end it in 2 or 3 days and tell the Iranians, see you again in a few years if you start rebuilding your nuclear and missile programs. In this 5-minute interview, perhaps this is giving us the first real window into President Trump's thinking about how this ends.
Well, thank you very much, and shalom from Tel Aviv. I first would like to convey my appreciation for the very brave decision by President Trump for going on this process that we are now in, and very high remark for a bright, which means it. And I understand him for that. The entire region, we see what, etc., and not options to a regime.
Mr. Gantz, Benjamin Netanyahu may not have served. Do you know anything about that at this point?
War is gone. So the strategic goal.
Obviously, tonight, what do you, Trump, here? What are you in?
Taking down, of course, all the assets as far as because we will have to think it's possible. But once the regime,
I mean, whether it says you mean the opposite from the street. So far, the only what do you
or other. Right or wrong. There's no question of whether it's left or right. It's just simply of right or wrong, and I think we are right.
Right now, somewhere over restricted airspace, the world's most advanced stealth bomber is flying. It's virtually invisible. Not just to radar, not just to heat sensors, but just hide from enemy defenses. It disappears completely, undetected. The technology revealed? This is happening right now. The question everyone's asking is simple. How does an aircraft the size of a house vanish from the most powerful sensors on the planet? The answer involves technology. Companies space. Engine inlets are more deeply its heat signature in real time. Think about that for a second. An air can you? And when flying at night, the visual signature becomes simulations, real-world operations, electronic sensors, making them see things that aren't there. It can gather signals intelligence, learning about enemy systems in real time. Some analysts believe it can even deploy electronic decoys, phantom targets that confuse air defense networks, all while remaining undetected itself. This isn't just a bomber. It's a flying command center capable of coordinating complex operations across multiple domains. Pentagon officials have confirmed the B-21 will control drones from the cockpit. Imagine this scenario. The Raider approaches heavily defended.
We ain't even got to walk all the way back now.
What's that?
Go be with your baby.
All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
Oh, she's beautiful. I mean, you got eyes? Yeah, of course. Yeah, most definitely. She's
Thank
beautiful.
you. With him, you kind of have a vendetta against, women who've had cosmetic surgery. And though I understand you have your preference or whatnot, but, it's a way to say everything.
Shouldn't have said fix a flat booty. My bad.
Oh, ain't nothing fix a flat about it.
Nah, that did look real.
Thank you.
Any final question between the two of you?
I love a man with a pinch of arrogance. Is there something about you that you just have that high level of confidence? And if so, what is it?
I lost a ton of money. I feel that I'm gonna recoup that, and then times 10. Just internally was driven, was burning inside of me.
So, is it a yes for you for her?
Yeah.
Okay. And is it a yes for you for him?
Yes, it is.
We got a match.
We ain't even got to walk all the way back now.
What's that?
Go be with your baby.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Come on. You ain't dead. You ain't dead. You ain't dead.
Buy a condom. Buy a condom. Do the Chris.
Child. What is condom? I don't know.
Buy a condom. Buy a condom. Buy a condom. Buy a condom. Do the Chris.
Child.
This is